Good morning. Today is Monday, May the 11th, 2020, and my name's Kim Carlisle, and we live in Sheridan, Indiana, and we have a shop, and it's mostly Heisey, and we've been doing video now for exactly 1 month. A month ago, we did a video of everything that was in our shop for sale. And since that time, we haven't added any new pieces to the shop. But now today, we're going to show you a short video of a couple tables of new glassware that we're going to add to the shop. So you don't have to look at the old video that showed everything in the shop. This will just be of the new things in the shop. So first, I'd like to give you our email address. So if you see anything that you're interested in this video, you can send us an email. Again, my name's Kim Carlisle. The email is the letter K, C-A-R-L-I-S-L @att.net. Please notice that there's no E on the end of Carlisle on our email address. You might get a pencil and paper handy in case you see anything on this table that you're going to be looking at. You might want to jot it down. So let's just get to the glass. These are the items that we're going to add in our shop this week. No items on this table have been in our shop. These are new items that we've gotten out of a collection, and we'll just go through these very quickly with you so you know what they are and the patterns in case you don't know the patterns. The first item on the far back is a flat panel candy jar. Then we have a large Madonna, a Moongleam Benson & Hedges tobacco jar that's signed both Heisey and Benson & Hedges. We have 3 goose stem cocktails, an original Heisey cabochon sign, a narrow flute butter and cover, 3 pieces of cabochon in amber, 2 different sizes of soda, and a plate. Behind that we have a pair of Toujours candle holders with minuet etch, including the candle inserts have minuet etch, elephant handle mug and crystal, a Fandango syrup pitcher, 3 different mustards, all in the Empress pattern, Moongleam, Flamingo, and Sahara. I have a couple pieces of tangerine. We have a Spanish cocktail, an Empress tangerine cup. We have a locket on a chain spooner, a Hawthorne ashtray holder. We have an actual tangerine Empress cup and saucer, and this is the actual saucer that goes under it. Have a rum pot with Antarctic etch, a Carcassonne goblet in cobalt blue, Victorian decanter, a little Spanish soda glass or orange juice. There's a high-low vase in cobalt blue, 2 Horn of Plenty's cobalt blue. There's 2 sherries, goose stem sherries behind the rum pot. Pair of old Williamsburg candelabras with prisms, an electroportable lamp with a number 2 cutting on the shade. Then we have, I believe it's a convex crushed fruit jar and cover, a Tudor cigarette, Empress candle holders, 3-toed footed, an Alexandrite small bud vase. And then we have an orchid cabochon quarter-pound butter. I'm sorry, that's going to be a rose quarter-pound butter. 2 sizes of plantation tumblers. We have 2 tumblers, 2 orange juices. We have a group of Dorothy Thorpe stemware. Have 3 goblets in the back, 3 clarets, 5 saucer champagnes, a Horn of Plenty in Sahara. And then we have a bonnet basket in Flamingo with a very nice bird cutting on it. It's notched around the handle and the top of the basket. Empress dolphin-footed candle holders, Old Dominion wine with Empress etch, and a couple plantation saucer champagnes. So we'll go to the other table in just a moment. Here's our second table. I'll give you just a quick once-over so you can see. The items on this second table, we've only got 1 item that I consider really rare, but the other pieces are nice. So let's start down here on the right-hand side. Go back in the corner. We've got a helmet basket in Flamingo with the beautiful grapes and leaves carving on it. Carcassonne water pitcher in Alexandrite. Right next to it, to the left, is a Marion Verge Sherbet and Canary, and it is signed. Back behind that, there's 2 Aristocrat candy jars. If you've seen our previous video, you saw that we had a couple of these jars in there for sale. They have the plain lids on them. These are the ones with the beaded lids. And when you ever buy these jars, you want to make sure that the very top of the finial, that little ball's on there. A lot of times that's been knocked off and someone will tell you that it's been repaired. So right in front of the candy jars, we have a Lariat 3 light candle block with a silver overlay decoration on the bottom. In front of that's a Priscilla toothpick. And over here, we have an unusual piece. It's a Japanese scene on a floral bowl. Then here's a canary bowl. I think it's called Scallop. We have several Creole goblets in Sahara. In front of that, we have a pinwheel and fan nappy on the right-hand side in Canary. And then we have an oval nut on the left-hand side in Canary. Hawthorn marmalade spoon. Oak leaf candle holders with a moongleam foot. A couple full-cut little salt cellars. Here's a couple ashtrays with very nice little cuttings on them. Then we have a grouping of tangerine. On the bottom right, we have a terrain sherbet. Back behind that, we have 2 tangerine Spanish stem goblets. The one on the right-hand side is on the red side. The one in the middle is the normal tangerine. Then we have a tangerine creamer and sugar, Empress, dolphin-footed, and a little 6-inch tangerine plate. In front of that, we've got a twist mustard cover and spoon, a little Revere or Yeoman salt cellar with a cutting on it, wing scrolled emerald green butter dish and cover, 2 Jack B. Nimble candle holders, a Kingfisher flower block in crystal. Crystal is the hardest one to find. It's not the most expensive, but it's the hardest one to find. Have some more Creole goblets, and in the center is a short stem Creole goblet. Have a wing scroll bowl in Canary. Trident candle holders in Alexandrite. In front of that is a Hawthorn duck flower block. This shows a good contrast in between what the Alexandrite and the Hawthorn looks like. Some people get these 2 colors confused, especially when they're not both right together. Back in the back, we have a Zircon Saturn comport. You're going to say we pulled that out of the collection. We didn't. We've got another one in the other room, and this just happens to be another one we've bought. In front of the Zircon comport is a rare item that we have for sale. It's called a Christie goblet. It's marked on the stem, and very few of these have ever come out for sale. Then we have an orchid 8.5-inch Lariat basket. Then we have an orchid bell made out of a claret, which is original. It's been drilled up through the base for the post. Have an Empress 135 candle holder in cobalt blue. And then we have a very unusual Victorian ashtray and book, and it's marked on the back, and it's in Sahara, is what makes it unusual. So that concludes this week's video. You've seen table number 1. Here's table number 2. If you see anything you have an interest in, just let us know. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you on Thursday for our half-price Thursday sale, which will start promptly at 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. If you haven't subscribed to our website, you might, because we might have some other videos, and if you're a subscriber, you'll get those videos and notice them before anyone else will. Thank you very much, and goodbye.